Church, it's Thursday. It's a privilege for me to spend some time with you at home, at your office, in your car, wherever you're watching this. It always is an honor for me to speak with you. We are busy with our sales series, and if you've missed any of our daily devotions, you can find it here on our Facebook page. And secondly, please share this with 5 friends. After you watch this video, tag them, send it to them, so that they can also journey with us together. If you missed any of it, please go and find it as well. But I want to speak today about very specific people in your life. We're speaking about the right team in this week. This is our theme, having the right people in your life. And you can watch the first 3 sessions on our Facebook page here as well. But today I want to speak about very specific people that's needed in your life. Proverbs 27 verse 17 says the following: iron sharpens iron. That there are certain people that's needed in your life that can sometimes work our lives, and it's very important for them to have them in the right direction. Sometimes to add things and sometimes to take things out so that we can live a godly, honorable life with our lives. So the first person that you need in your life is to have an encourager in your life. To have somebody that can encourage you when you're down and out, when life has taken it out of you, when you're down in the dumps, when you're really struggling, to have those people in your life, individuals and people that can encourage you, that can really speak life into your spirit, back into your being, so that you can be encouraged and just take hope again and move on. In Acts 9, we find Paul wanting to meet the disciples, but nobody wanted to meet with him. They're very scared of him. They didn't want to see him. And then there's a guy named Barnabas that he really he just opened himself up to him and said, "Come on, I'll go with you. I'll be with you. I will encourage everybody through this process." So that you can be this. Now in Acts 4, we find this is actually what his name means, Barnabas, that he was the person that in the tough and in the hardship and the struggles of people's lives, and specifically in Paul's life, he was the guy that was there. He was the guy that was there in the tough situation to help him through that. So having an encourager is extremely important in your life. The second person that you need, and this is somebody that we don't always like in our lives, this is a reprimander. Somebody that will tell us the truth even if we don't want to hear it. Somebody that will be deathly honest with us even if it sometimes makes us uncomfortable. In Proverbs 27 verse 5 and 6, the Bible speaks about this reality, that people that truly love you will speak the truth to you. They will really speak the truth to you. And I've got people like that in my life, and I truly love them and I honor them, and it's a privilege for me to have them in my life, because they won't beat around the bush. They will tell it to me like it is. And let me tell you, sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes it's very uncomfortable for me, but I need to hear it, because sometimes I get blindsided, or sometimes there's something in my rear view, in my periphery that I don't see, and they see it, and they can speak it over me. Why? Not because they don't like me, not because they want to hurt me. Why? Because they love me. They want to help me. They want to help you. It's important to have a reprimander in your life. Now, to have people like that in your life, you have to have a couple of things. You have to have a thick skin, a soft heart, and a hearing ear. You have to have that. You can't have a thick skin, otherwise it's not going to penetrate. You can't have a hard heart, otherwise you're going to reject everything that you hear. And you have to have open ears to hear what they say. You see, David had a reprimander in Nathan when he came to speak to him about Bathsheba. He confessed and he said, "Well, you came to reprimand me. I'm going to hear the word of the Lord." So have somebody like that in your life. If you don't have somebody in your life, you need to have somebody like that in your life that will reprimand you. Thirdly, is a mentor, somebody that can speak, that can really give you information, give you advice, especially in times when you don't know what to do, which way to turn, or what the right course of action is. In 2 Timothy 3, we see Paul writing to people that he mentors and people that follow him. Now, in this context, we see Silas and we see Timothy. These were people that Paul mentored. He mentored them through his example, through teaching, through advice. At one stage, he gave Timothy advice on his health as well. So this was a guy that really had a spiritual covering over these people, and he mentored them, not just in the spirit, but also in the practical. You need people sometimes that can give you advice when you have to make big life choices, or even some spiritual things that you go through. It's like, I need somebody to give me advice to help me through this. And I want to also say, if you don't have a mentor, find one. Find somebody that can help you, that can give you practical and also spiritual advice on your journey going forward. Second, lastly, is a friend. We see in the Bible, we see some of the beautiful friendship relationships. We see Jonathan and David in the Old Testament. They had a great friendship. And then we see Jesus One of his closest friends were Lazarus. John 11 verse 11 says, the reference to his friend, our friend sleeps. And Jesus was moved. He was actually moved to tears. Jesus wept, the Bible says, when he understood that his friend had passed away. It's important to have friends in your life, to enjoy life together, to go fishing, to go have lunch or even dinner, to bride together, just to spend some time together through this hard and challenging life sometimes. And also in the ups, the beautiful moments of life, at promotion times or when you get a job or when a child is born, to have friends that can celebrate that with you. Make sure that you are surrounded with friends. And then lastly, a disciple. Do you have somebody in your life that you take the reflection and the character of who Jesus is and you duplicate that into somebody else? Do you have somebody like that? For some of us, it might be your children. They might be the closest disciples that you have, and you might not even realize that. But have somebody like that where you take the reflection, the character of Jesus, and you duplicate it in them by your example and by the way you live. You show them the way. It's the great example. Go and make disciples, what Christ expects of us. And then lastly, if you have some of these people in your life, I want you to take the phone right now and phone them and send them a message. Say, thank you that you're my encourager, or thank you that you're my reprimander, my mentor, my friend, or even my disciple, or whatever. I want you to encourage them and also thank them for their roles in your life. And never miscount yourself. You can also be this for somebody else. Bless you. Have a great day. Bye.